There are 3 videos suggestions at the end of this, 2 different Happy Valentine's Day video projects, as well as a place to get some safe, free font downloads from the internet. I'll show you how to just make one thing and then add a bunch of others. So, shape, draw with pen, and let's just start here, tap, tap, make it look rather tree-like, a little thicker as we get towards the bottom. Right, enter. Close this up, go to Format, from No Fill to Color Fill, keep it simple, go to the color wheel, make it a bit of a red here. If you want a little darker, go on up here, get rid of RGB, CMYK, make it a bit darker. I don't like the line, so I'm going to get rid of that. Close it up, and there we have our very first. That's the start of our tree. Let's make it a bit smaller, fit it in here better. Command D duplicates it. Get it over here. Now, in Format Arrange, you can turn it around easily. There are other ways, but we'll do it this way this time around. And we'll make that smaller. Command duplicate again. Drag it over here. And make this one a bit longer. Say, alright, good enough. It's all pretty much going to be covered anyway. The next thing we're going to do is click and drag. Command Option G, because we're in Keynote on a Mac. Now we're going to start making hearts. This is pretty simple. Shape, draw with pen, just tap wherever you want it to be rounded. Try to make sure you keep things about the same level, but we can tidy that up later again. I also like to make a couple down here, get a little bit of a dimple at the bottom. That's too low. Oops, don't want to do that. That one doesn't look quite the same. That's a little more similar. The bottom doesn't have to be as perfect. Try to keep that in the middle, however. Now we're going to tap everything except this one. Give it a double tap to round it. If you want to, you can bring that up a little bit. Enter and it's done. Style, I'm going to go with an advanced gradient fill. It always remembers the last colors you've used. For some reason, those are the last colors that I used. So, go with a red. Keep the pinks, leave the brown perhaps. I prefer to have it center and then like so. I want it more red than pink, so add another reddish there. Another one here so we get that true gradient feel to it. Just play around with it till you see, like if you want to get rid of a color, click and drag it down here. It disappears like so. Alright, a little darker still. Click and drag it. Click and drag it. It disappears. And every time you grab something a little darker over here, it gets a little more in between the 2 colors you've selected, so I think we're getting a little more of the gradient we're after here. There we go, let's go with that. Alright, now I want to get rid of that line. Now in Arrange, we can make that constrained proportions, and we can make this however we like. Now, pro tip here, if I do a bunch of Command duplicate, I'm just going to hold the D down, get a whole bunch of these things in there, and then just start dumping them around. A little overlap here and there is not a bad thing. And this one over here, I'm going to make that one a bit smaller. And then duplicate that a bunch of times, and do the same thing all over again. This is my original. Looks like I had a lot of bigger ones in there too, so why don't I do that to even it out. I'm actually going to click and drag all of them. Then I'm going to shift click to get rid of that. And I'm wondering in Format if it'll let me put, it will, let me put a shadow on all of them. Gives it a little bit more of a feeling of perspective. Now, duplicate this fella over here. Let's make this one less red and more pink, so it stands out a little bit better. With a nice mellow sort of pink, and that'll also give us a little more feeling of depth. Might even put that one in the back, make it a little larger. Fill some stuff in here for us. You get the idea. In the end, you're going to just do whatever you think works best for your version. I'm not going to make this the most beautiful. I put more effort on the last one. This is a tutorial, so I'm going to leave it to you to build it up as you like. Maybe duplicate that, another big pink one over there. Give it some balance, send that to the back. you're getting the idea. So you're going to make this however you like yours to be. Again, if we put some colors in the back as well, as you're going to do with the back, we're going to put some colors into the background as well, so that'll fill it in more too. So there we go. Now click and drag all of them. Shift click this to get, you don't want that to be part of it. For the build in here, now we're going to go with the fade and scale. Looks lovely, doesn't it? Grab the first one and make that one happen. After the transition, grab the second one, scroll to the bottom. There's lots of them. We made 49 of these things. And these ones are going to happen with the previous build. And maybe we let it start 0.1 seconds afterwards. Then we're going to go to action. And we're going to get this out of our way. Add the flip. And we said we wanted that one to be 2 seconds as well. We can work on the timings later. Now, the flip, first one, beautiful, happens after that build. Grab the bottom one and the one after the first flip here. Shift click, make those all happen with the previous build. Let's try that at 0.12. Now let's play it, see what it looks like. I think that was all too slow, so let's rework it. Fade and scales, grab them all and make them 1.25 seconds. Sure, why not? That looks pretty good. Now, let's go to the flips and let's make those all happen. You know what? Let's do something else. Let's go to the flips and let's do every second one. Actually, first of all, pardon me, grab the second one, shift click the bottom one, don't make them delay. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go in and have it again, command click to make them happen kind of staged a little bit here. And since these are all random, this should give it a nice sort of a leafy feel. And that one is going to be delayed 0.1 seconds. Okay, fantastic. Let's play it, see what it looks like. Not too bad. Okay, now let's close this. Let's now click on nothing here. That means we can go to format and we can add an advanced gradient fill to our background. It's all red, we don't like that. And I actually want it to be this way. So now we can fiddle around with it all we like this here. This red, maybe I'll go over here, make that a darker red. This one here, more of a pinky. This one here, give that another kind of a gradient there, like so. Just play with it till it goes the way you like it. Now, quickly, text. Over here. Happy Valentine's Day, naturally. Now, once you've got that, we can change our style over here. I've got all kinds of really cool fonts that you can download. There will be a link at the end of this telling you how to do so for yourself. And something fancy, but not too fancy. Is that too fancy? Let's see what it looks like bigger. Over here, try that at 80. Maybe try that at 120, 160. There, that's something like it. Merry Christmas Flake. No, that's not really what we're after. Alright, looking around. Something fancy, looks like it's going to be good for Valentine's Day. Barbershop in Thailand? Why not? Try that at 140. Bigger font. Not bad at all. Move it way out of the way. Grab this, and we're going to move this. Shift click that over a couple spaces. Give this more room to breathe. Do we like it black or do we like it white? Maybe even yellow. Yeah, let's go with a nice bright yellow. Go to the crayons, nice bright yellow. It's good, but it's not great. Click it again. In format style, let's give it a shadow. Now let's give it not too much of a blur and make it nice and dark. Maybe offset it a little more. Oh, that stands out nicely. 6 and 6, why not? Can't really see my hearts well enough, so I'm going to change this color to a brighter one. And maybe move this stuff over a little bit. Okay, so now we want to have this one as well animated. So let's go to a build-in over here, and I think I like sparkle for this. Now we just need to put that in a different spot. So go back to build order, Now, it's at the very bottom right now. We have 98 builds in here. We want this to be, I think, starting halfway through the fades and scales. So that's 38, right? So that means let's put this here, click it here, and over here we can go to 39. This may play a little havoc with some of our other timings, however. So go to 39. There it is. That one's going to happen with that build as well. Now let's give it a play, and I think we're done. Oh, so sweet. Now you've sent yourself a nice, beautiful message to somebody.
The world is a
remix.
Sent to Jane. Secret destroyer. The world is a
remix.